Thanks for listening to our podcast, unMetered. As a member-owned, not-for-profit electric cooperative, our focus is on providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. One way that we're doing that is by providing more avenues of communication to you, our member. Through the podcast, we hope that you will be able to find some helpful hints, tips, and things to help you conserve energy, as well as some informational pieces that will help you understand what it means to be a member. Welcome back to another episode of unMetered. We're extremely excited to have you back again. This week we're going to be continuing our series on myMTEMC, the new features that are going to be coming out on July 10th. We're extremely excited about that. Before we get into that though, don't forget Sharing Change. Be sure to sign up for it. It just takes a couple minutes to do that. You can do that by going to sharingchange.org, or you can do it when you talk to one of our member support specialists, either at the local office or by calling 1-877-777-9020.
That's right.
Tell us about outages, Josh.
Outages, if you got them, we have some storms forecast later in the week, maybe into early next week. If you come up with an outage or you have an outage, call 877-777-9111 and report that. We'll get our guys out there to get the lights back on as quickly as we can. Speaking of the linemen, we're continuing kind of our outdoor look, but in the background you can see our training yard. The reason we chose this was because just this past week some of our linemen competed in the lineman rodeo.
They sure did.
And they did awesome. We sent, what, 10 guys, 11 guys?
I believe it was 10. I believe it was 10 guys down,
and 6 of them came home with stuff. I mean, just phenomenal. Congratulations, guys! You guys did awesome. We are so proud of you guys.
And I mean, there were over 100 other linemen across the valley that have competed.
Right.
So the ones that the guys that competed, they spent a lot of time, and this is something that reinforces safety.
That's right.
And so that's something that we will be talking about that in July. We're going to kind of talk with some of the linemen who competed, along with showing you guys a little bit of a snapshot of what the rodeo is.
Right.
And we're looking forward to hosting that next year here in Murfreesboro, and that's going to be open to the public.
That's right. That's going to be a huge thing. So keep an eye out for that podcast coming in July. But we just wanted to say congratulations to the guys. They did awesome. Also, real quick, we wanted to say thank you to everybody who sees us on social media, for liking and sharing the podcast, as well as all the other stuff that we do. This past weekend, the Preds got bested, unfortunately.
They did.
But we had a fun video. Thanks to Chase, one of our linemen, for coming up with the idea, and we were ready. He was ready with the catfish.
Yeah.
We supported him, but
and of course that's just a reminder. If you got a topic, you got a question you want us to talk about, give us a holler. Because we're always looking for information to get out to the members, to get out to the general public around us.
And it can be fun stuff. It doesn't have to be all serious all the time. I mean, everybody knows. We had an assassination attempt on my life by a bird. Not really, but we have fun. So if you got something fun you want to talk about, like Chase came up with this idea, doing something with catfish, let us know. We're here to pass some good words, but also we want to have fun doing it. So that's what we want.
Well, and speaking of passing along the word, we've got some awesome information to give to you guys today, which some of you have already heard about. We've been mentioning it several times. You might have already been on the website.
That's right.
If you're looking for something about your bill. We've got a new bill that's coming out.
Man, this thing looks phenomenal. So months and months ago, when we started looking at this, we actually had some focus groups, and just of members that came in, and we talked to them about the bill. Our old bill, or the bill that we have currently up until next month, we've had for a while, and it is what it is. I mean,
it's done the job for a long time.
Exactly, but we knew that we wanted to do something more. We knew that we wanted to give our members more, and we wanted to make it more than just hey, this is what you owe. We wanted to give the information so that members can understand why they owe that, and dive deeper, a little bit deeper into it. And so we brought in these focus groups and really listened to them, and we were able to get some information from them that really helped us design this bill.
Well, and also with this new bill, we've have technology at our fingertips that we've never had in the past.
That's right. So we can pull, we've talked about interval data, and we've talked about, how currently until next month, members would call in and they could talk to one of our specialists and actually understand if they were having energy spikes during
Right.
the day. Well, that stuff, through our app is going to be at your fingertips, but also we've put a lot of that information on the bill. So, you're able to, we're going to dive right into it. We're going to throw up a couple of screenshots so that you can actually see this bill. Grab this right here. One of the things that talking about it, you'll see highlighted on the screen is this monthly usage graph. The cool thing about this, Adam, our old graph had basically your meter reading on it, and it went back like 13 months. This is your pretty much your daily use.
Well, and it also compares your daily use and lets you also know, kind of gives you an idea of what the temperature was, because temperature is such a big factor in your energy use.
That's right.
With an HVAC system using 50% of your daily energy, having an understanding of what that was, so that way you can better understand why your bill is what it is.
That's right. It's and in times like August, July and August, or even like January, February, when the temperature kind of goes up and down, it's really interesting, because I know as a member, there's times where I'll be like, man, it has not been that hot.
Exactly.
But then your air conditioner kicks on because it's a day like yesterday, when it's 95 degrees out, and you're like, I don't remember that because it's one day. But then your energy use spikes. With this graph, just like you said, to see those highs and low temperatures and where you line up, it's awesome.
And also the flip side, of course, is when you're sleeping.
Right.
So, for instance, during the wintertime, it gets down into the teens, and you never realize it, because again, you weren't there for it.
Exactly.
And so that's something that, again, this daily usage graph is going to be really handy to have, because then, like I said, this information is going to be on myMTEMC.
Right.
But if you're one of those that likes to hang on to their bills, you'll be able to have a graphical representation of each month.
That's right.
Of your bill, by hanging on to this information.
That's right. Well, one of the other things around that section, and we're looking at the bill too, just so in case you're wondering what we're doing. One of the other areas down there is it compares your usage to this month, or your current month's usage to last month, also to last year.
Right.
Because oftentimes what we found is members will be very similar to what they used last year.
Sure.
And so we want to be able to show this is what you used kilowatt hours, in June of last year, compared to May of this year, compared to June of this year. So we want to give that full range, and then of course you can dive into the dailies as well.
Well, and you'll notice that on this bill, there's a couple daily usage that you can see here, kind of your average daily cost, those types of things. Those are just kind of estimates to kind of give you an idea of, okay, I spent almost $5 in energy today.
Yep.
And it gives you a little more of a tangible feel to it, because if I think to myself, that was literally, I could have had a cup of coffee for the same amount of energy that I used today.
Yep.
Whereas tomorrow, maybe I'm not home most of the day. I turn my AC, up to 78 when it's hot. And now it's a $2 usage.
Right. Well, and it also gives you kind of your monthly range on there. You average between $2 and $6, and then it gives you that monthly average. So you're right. It's very good it puts in very easy terms exactly what you're getting for your money, exactly how much energy you're using. It puts that value piece on it. So it's really a good thing. Above that, where we have our typical account information, one of the things that we talked about briefly last week was our account number changes.
Yep.
We're dropping 2 zeros. One of our coworkers, thank you for telling us, but he said, he made the point that nothing else is really changing. It's just, so the way that and we're going to highlight this on the screen, the way that the current account numbers work is it's 2000 with a series of digits afterwards. All we're really doing is dropping those 2 zeros from the 2000, so it's going to say 20 and then the same last digits. Nothing more is really changing.
No, there's no changes happening there. So it's easy to use.
Right.
And a lot of people have asked, okay, well, can I still use my old account number? You can a little bit, but for a little while starting out, we do have that. But you're going to want to learn the new number, because it's going to be what you're going to use going forward.
Right, and to register for myMTEMC, to register for your app, when you initially call in, you'll be able to use those. But really, all you have to remember is just drop 2 zeros right off the beginning. It's nowhere else. Right off the beginning. just make it 20 instead of 2,000, and you're good to go.
I mean, and it's pretty easy to remember.
Right.
Just drop those zeros out.
Right.
Now, one thing you'll also notice on the bill, besides obviously the account change, is you're also going to be getting a special message from us.
That's right. That's right. Top left corner. You know, and it'll be, you know, it'll be different. You know, there may be some months that just say, hey, thanks for being a value member. But you know, there's going to be some months that say, hey, did you know you can sign up for paperless billing? You know, some folks, you know, we talked about this. Some folks who have signed up for paperless billing in the past, you're going to need to do it again. You know, and that's a big thing, and that's going to be one of the messages.
And you have the option to sign up for paperless billing. You have the option just to sign up for myMTEMC, and you can still receive the bill.
Right.
So again, it's not one of those either or situations.
Right.
So like I said, this bill has got a lot more technology to it that we're able to send you a message that's relative to you.
Absolutely.
And that's something that you want to check. The other area that I think that members are really going to enjoy is going to be the energy tips.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we put those out on social all the time, and it just makes sense. You know, just a monthly energy tip, just a hey, did you know? But you know, talking about the things that benefit to the members. One of the things that we've never done before, and this is huge, is on the flip side of the bill. You know, it gives you your breakdown of charges, a little bit of information here and there. We're actually working with local businesses in our area to provide a discount, to provide a coupon for you know, energy efficiency improvement. So you know, for maybe light bulbs or you know, air filters or something, but that it's only specific to MTEMC members.
Right.
And so you know, we actually have one that we're looking at with a local hardware store for our July bill, for the very first one. That when you get it, it's going to be on the backside. You can cut it out and you take it in and you get whatever percentage off.
Well, and for those that you know, the coupon's going to be a really awesome, a new awesome thing for the members. But for those that are on paperless, you can still get that coupon by going to your myMTEMC and printing off that bill.
Right.
And cutting it out, and you're done. So again, you don't necessarily even have to cut the entire thing.
Right.
I mean, like I said, all you need is that little coupon, and everything. And so again, if you go paperless, it doesn't mean that you don't get these benefits.
Right.
You're able to get them both.
That's right.
And plus you get less mail.
That's right.
And I feel like that's a win sometimes.
It is. You know, we actually, for the ones that may have a question, we made sure that the coupon is above where you're above the piece that you tear off, because you know, if you're tearing that off and you're mailing your bill in, you know, you need to send in that remittance slip. So the coupon's above that. So make sure you pay your bill, take that piece off, and then cut your coupon out. You know, don't send your whole bill back in because you want to keep that coupon. Just send in the remittance slip.
And if you're on paperless and you want to use your bill, don't hand them the entire bill, because you may not want them to have all that information.
There's some account information on there. Absolutely, that's a really good point. You know, really we just took this bill and totally revamped it. It's colorful, it's bright, it has a ton of information. We're just touching on this stuff, but we have it online. You know, people can go to the website.
And you can actually go to mtmc.com /billing FAQ, which you can find. There's a couple different ways you can find that. Obviously, you can go straight to the URL. You can also go through the My Residence tab. There's a big old icon for billing FAQs right there, because you're not only going to have some of the bill example, you're also going to have what the terms mean, some of those frequently asked questions that a lot of our members ask about. We've kind of consolidated it down to one area, so that way they can look at it and see what's going on. And of course, once myMTEMC is rolled out on July 10th, you'll be able to actually log into myMTEMC and be able to download this bill from your, you know, you can see it on your phone, you can see all those types of things. So there's definitely a lot of awesome things there. The last piece I think that's on here that we haven't mentioned yet is you can now kind of manage your sharing change on the bill.
That's huge. You know, we actually, when we rolled this campaign out, we had a lot of members saying, why can't you just put it on the bill?
Yeah.
Well, on the old bill, it wasn't feasible. It was a lot more, it was a lot of work to get it on there. So when we redesigned this, you know, we listened to the members and we were like, yeah, absolutely. Put a checkbox on there, sign up for the easiest good thing you'll ever do. And you know, just rounding your bill up, just rounding it up every single month, man, I'm telling you, it does a number of things. One, it sends money to local organizations in your counties. In your counties.
That's a big thing.
To help out. You know, I mean, it's not going out of state. It's not going to Nashville. It's not going to, you know, to any other city. It's going, if you live in Lebanon, it's staying in Wilson County. That's what's cool. So it does that. Two, you know, it allows you the opportunity to either round up your bill or to give more or both. And 3, the piece that my wife absolutely loves, when she pays the bill, it makes it 0-0. It makes her checkbook so much easier.
Yeah.
You know, just to balance that out. You know, if nothing else, you know, and I say this, you know, with a humble heart, if giving to a charity, if you're kind of indifferent, you know, you just like your bill being at 0, by all means, do it. You know, if charitable giving is really on your heart, by all means, round it up, or if you want to give more, we do have that option.
Yep, we sure do. And awesome. Part of this bill will also kind of tally it up as you go along. So once you've signed up for it, you can actually see how much you've been giving. So that way, at the end of the year, you can actually count it towards your taxes, all those types of things.
Yeah, and it is totally tax deductible. That's one of the questions that we always get. And, you know, we've had Jay Sanders on here talking about it. We'll have him back on, you know, because he has tons of stuff going on. But we'll have him back on to talk a little bit more about sharing change. But it is totally tax deductible.
Yep.
And stays local. So, you know, check out the new bill. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Check out the new bill. It's awesome. You're going to see it in July. Whenever your bill comes out, you will see it in July. Remember, your account number is changing just a little bit, minor, just two zeros down.
Just a little different.
Just a little switch. So your account number is going to change. Our IVR, which we talked about last week, new prompts coming up in July. And next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about myMTEMC.
Yeah, and we'll actually kind of give you some screenshots and you can actually see what's going on. So, well, we're out of time for the day. Again, if you need us, we're always around. You can contact us at one of the local offices, or you can call 877-777-9020. And of course, our outages are 877-777-9111. And if you forget all that, you can go to MTEMC.com.
It's a whole lot of information, but just remember, get on the website.
And as a reminder, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, our podcast, or on Facebook. We actually are posting these on social media now. So
check out our social sites.
Be sure to check it out. Thanks again for listening, and we look forward to seeing you next time.